Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
What's up, dude?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
Doing good, bro. Doing good.
Yeah, you start the new gig yet?
Not yet. I start on the 26th. It's the first day.
Nice.
That's the first day. But all the background check and all that good stuff that went through.
Nice.
I wasn't worried. I wasn't too worried about it, you know.
I was like, I know you ain't worried about that. You ain't heard selling weight or nothing.
I ain't out here selling weight like I live in Columbia's finest and coming out here selling that shit to the Republic of St. Louis, Missouri. No, I'm not done. I don't just do things just doing. Come on, I got a little more sense than that.
Oh man, funny story. So when you got the job offer that night, when Matt and Daryl were on the Zoom when you called.
Okay.
And this fool Daryl was like, "Hey man, what does Rodney do? Why he getting calls at 6 p.m.? Does he sell drugs?" And I said, well, technically at his old job, yes.
I mean, if we're being honest. Oh, that's funny as hell. No, I don't sell drugs. I sell candy. Do you see my motherfucking outfit? I'm a part-time stripper, and I do hair. No,
I ain't doing none of that.
We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. For you, nigga. For you, nigga.
We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold, sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold, sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold, sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold, sucker.
Hulk Hogan,
we coming for you, no. Coming for you, no. Shit.
You already knew that's how we gotta go into it, man. Hey, yes, welcome to another edition of We Coming For You Cast, man. We coming off of a barn burner episode last week or last time with the scenario, man. Shout out to Matt and Daryl for that one, man. Like we got some listener comments. Hey, again, everybody that is checking us out, man. Yes. Thank y'all for interacting with us. Thank y'all for sending in y'all comments, y'all questions. Yes. Dude, I'm gonna say, like, we got so many questions from our like first email this might take like half the show for real.
Okay, I'm down with it. Hey, man, we appreciate all you listeners, man. We've been trying to get me and RVS have been at this thing for this is about 5 or 6 years, man. We've been trying to get some traction, man. And
I went back. I went back and looked at Instagram. Unrelated, I was looking out. Shout out to homie B Wash, man. I was looking for this one picture. It was his birthday the other day, and I was looking for this one picture where when he graduated, where he was just drunk. He was just super drunk, and it looked like he was like sitting on the ground singing "Never Would Have Made It." But as I was scrolling through there, I got to like one post where we were recording at my crib in Columbia. It was like episode 4.
Wow.
Hey, you had come to town. It might have been, so y'all got to go to prowrestlingblack.org for these archives. It might have been that time you came to Columbia and then we recorded the episode, went out that night, and then had to record another episode for the night that we had.
Yeah, I think it was. That was a hell of a night.
But yo, before we get started, man, my name is RVS. You can find me on social media, FRANCHICE06 on all social media platforms. And the co-host right here is
PTO didn't work, motherfuckers. R.
Y'all took y'all PTO to commit treason for nothing. For nothing.
I don't know why. Okay, I just got this desk, y'all, and I just got random stuff here, and I got the inauguration USA Today paper because I collect when all the new presidents got elected. Well,
Mm-hmm.
2 of them I didn't get. So
obviously,
one of them I didn't get.
There you go. Right. Obviously. But hey, I mean, like, so we have, the people that took PTO to commit treason at the Capitol on January 6th, right? But like I said last episode, man, this is becoming so much of a trend that it's a segment on our show.
We
got a new segment.
What is it called?
It's just gotta be called How You Take PTO to Commit Treason. That's it. So we gonna get into it. It ain't. This is the thing. It ain't somebody from January 6th. It's somebody who ran up on a state capitol later on, like recently, within the past couple of days. So we put a pin in that. We're gonna come back to it later. We're gonna get to that when we get to the rest of our segments.
Oh no, I feel like that he's
And this actually might tie into some other news with the same realm, but we'll get there when we get there.
All right. Cool.
All right, so we're gonna get it started off with the listener feedback. So shout out to Ricky Smooth on YouTube.
What up,
Ricky Smooth said, "Yeah, we getting them shirts. That's the How You Take PTO to Commit Treason shirts." I'm telling y'all, they on the way. They are on the way. I never
thought we would have our first shirt would be Why You Take PTO to Commit Treason.
Because why would you think that? Why would you think the combo meter? Yeah. The award, yeah.
You fucked up, your John Jones Memorial Freedom, Nate Robinson Award, but we didn't think the PTO to Commit Treason shirt. We probably need to copyright this because it's getting a lot of traction.
You know what? We're working on that too. But Ricky Smooth commented on the episode that we had with the scenario, the booking Randy Orton versus Soulja Boy episode that we had. So Ricky Smooth also said that he said this is a great episode. Appreciate that. Shout out to Ricky Smooth. And he said, all right, we need to just go ahead and make Daryl the head booker.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and just do that. Because the black big boss man from Cobb County, that's gonna sell tickets. That's putting asses in seats.
That's putting asses in seats. Every 7 feet is gonna put asses in seats for real. Or every 3 feet, however much it is. I don't know.
But you mentioned the name before we go on. Side note, I didn't know this. A shout out to the homie Randy Orton from St. Louis. I did not know that him and his wife have a clothing line. I had no idea. I just found out the other day, and I ordered some stuff. So, Randy, if you listen, which you probably ain't, appreciate what you and your wife are doing. Shout out to Slither Clothing Wear. Make sure you get you some sweatpants that they always run out of, because I just got some, and a new T-shirt.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I was gonna spell it, but he need to give us a sponsorship before we start. Putting it up on the screen.
Randy, I ain't give you know what I'm about to say. Let's go to
the next comment. So this is from Tommy Buns on YouTube as well.
What's up,
Tommy
bro?
Buns? Yes, what's up, Tommy Buns? So he also commented on the Soulja Boy versus Randy Orton episode, and he said, "I want to see a handicap match with Soulja Boy and Bow Wow versus Randy Orton."
Is Soulja Boy bored or something, right? What caused him to come with the mindset to decide that I want to go ahead and join NXT and become a professional wrestling? At how old is Bow Wow? Bow Wow gotta be what?
Bow Wow Bow Wow's 30. He's 30 for sure.
Well, what makes you? Why? Like, why now? What was it? I want to know.
Because when's the last time Bow Wow put out a record that did anything? You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, all right. I will say this, and shout out. This is the reverse shout out to all of y'all. Bow Wow actually packed a concert like a few months ago, right? Now think about that for a second.
So he did a Jericho.
He did a Jericho. Yeah. Bow Wow did a Chris Jericho, where the tweet that I saw said, "The club is packed for this Bow Wow concert," and that's how I know you niggas is bored. Because it was wall to wall folks in a Bow Wow concert in the middle of Rona.
Bow Wow, stick to doing the concerts in the middle of the Rona, man. Don't come to NXT. Don't do that to yourself, man. For real. Seriously. Just don't do it. Just don't. Just. It's a certain shit in life you don't do, and that's one of them. Don't try to be the next. Are you trying to be in Relentless Part 2 of DDPY? With having your own video on Amazon? Is that what you're trying to do? I mean, you feel what Dallas did. He started wrestling at 35 and is a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
You're no Diamond Dallas Page, man.
You ain't about to do that. And hey, in the great words of Snoop Dogg, man, you can't play with this wrestling and you can't play with this pimping.
Just don't do it, man. Just do something. Find something else to do. Like, I don't drone pilot or some shit. Do that.
Hey, speaking of that, shout out to Ludacris, who actually got his pilot's license recently.
Oh, that's what's up.
Legit, see, that's the thing. You got some cats that was bored during the Rona and did something productive. Yeah. And you got other cats that's just out here just fishing. They just fishing. You know what?
And no disrespect to that. I hate that I said that because I'm trying to be a drone pilot. No disrespect to that. No, I'm sorry. Take that. Bow Wow, go do something. Esports is popping right now. Go play Call of Duty. Go fucking do that shit. Play NXT on the wrestling game and then There you go. But if you go there and you get kicked in the face by what's my boy name? The UK champion that we always talk about his name. The one what's his name?
Walter.
When Walter kick you in your face, that's to be his first man. He need to fight Walter. Hey, so Walter, we can comment on this shit.
Hey, Walter would hit him in his chest and his shoulders would touch. His shoulders would just be like this. And there wouldn't be no Bow Wow. No, he'll be half Bow Wow. He'll just be wow. Like shout out to Bow. All right, man. Last comment that we got from YouTube. Shout out to Leesroy. Leesroy commented before, and he said that the big black boss man should be from Philly.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? That would be cool too. The big black boss man from Philly. That would work too. He should be from Philly. I like that. I think it goes with the storyline because we said that the big boss man adopted the big black boss man and he ain't know it. So big black boss man started in Philly, right? Okay. And then when he got adopted, he moved to Cobb County, but he just got adopted by this guardian angel. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with it? He got adopted by this guardian angel. Oh no!
Moved to Cobb County, and he realized that his daddy was the big boss man. So we tying old 90s WCW, WWF, all that together.
All of it together in one. Yeah, dude, that might work.
Shout out to Ray Trailer too, man. Shout out to him, man.
RIP, man.
Yes. So this next one is from, this is our first, if you could believe this, our very first email comment. Very first one. No, this ain't well, I don't know. It might not. I don't think it's 1,000 lux. Shout 1,000 lux. Where you at, man? Where you at? Hold on.
We got some people for you to be with now, and now you ain't showing. Where you at, man?
I didn't make sure that you moved with us to the SOLC Network, man. Where you at? Right. Holla at us 1,000 lux. Like, let's see it. But nah. So we got this email from Dark Scribe.
Okay.
So Dark Scribe sent us an email, and I'm just gonna have to. I'm going to read through it and I'm just going to kind of let it ride for the question. So It says, greetings, guys. I really enjoy your unique Black-centered take on pro wrestling. I think you guys in the Corner podcast provide the best wrestling-centered content on the market. First of all, Hey,
we appreciate that, man.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
Yo, because I rocks with the Corner podcast. Shout out to Kel Dansby, Andreas Hale. Like, them cats are like actual journalists. So those cats cover boxing, MMA, you know what I'm saying? Like all hip hop, all that. So if you put in the category with them cats, man, hey.
Appreciate it. Salute. Yeah. For real, man.
So he was also saying, I was wondering, have you guys considered doing a special podcast with them during WrestleMania week? So the Corner Cats are the cats that do wrestling with stereotypes.
Okay.
So they do that. So hell yeah, we trying to get a wrestling stereotype. What's up? Let's go.
I have to give another shout out too. Man, again, I'm bad with names, y'all.
This is Dark Scribe.
Dark Scribe, man, we appreciate that compliment, man. We're going to try to keep bringing these out to you. Some things have freed up in my life now where I'm going to be on a basic schedule. So, yeah, good things are coming here from the We Coming For You cast here on the SOLC Network, man. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. We got good stuff for you.
Yes, sir.
Want to give a shout out to the 20 by 20 podcast on Instagram. They did a episode with what's NJPW? Did I say it right? Did I say it right?
New Japan.
New Japan.
Yeah.
Regal Twins were on there from Kansas City. They were on there. Shouted them out on Instagram. Said they were the truth, and they are, man. I've been watching these cats ever since they've been at Super Ultra Mega Pro. Ever since, I have to explain that to y'all. Y'all probably, hey, Sterling, and y'all got to hit me up. We can talk about the story. You probably know who I'm talking about. But all bullshit aside, man, y'all doing the damn thing, man. Keep doing what y'all doing in New Japan, man. Keep moving up keep moving up, man. And I already know. We going to see y'all somewhere. I know. I already know it. It may be what his shirt is saying or what we talk. Y'all gonna build up somewhere, dog. Y'all too damn good. Too damn talented, man. For real.
Absolutely. So speaking of what my shirt is saying, uncoincidentally, I just got the shirt like in the mail, just like the Hurt Business shirt. I got the shirt in the mail the other day. Again, it was 50% off.
Okay.
It was actually the arena overstock. So they had a bunch of these shirts laying around for arena shows, and obviously they had an arena show in a year. So it was just like, hey, look, we giving these out. But the Dark Scribe's next set of questions are actually right up the alley of AEW. So Dark Scribe asked, basically he's saying he's tried to watch AEW and he thinks it's an average at best product for the following reason. Number one, it feels like a product created for the MAGA dude bro crowd. Okay. He also says, number two, the matches are just big spot fests. Sometimes you can even see the wrestlers positioning themselves for their opponent to hit their movesets. Number three, and we'll circle back to this question. Name a wrestler they signed from another promotion other than Ricky Starks that you can honestly say has star potential. And number four, the Darby Allin character is cool, but dude is small, very small. Is he even the size of the average WWE cruiserweight? So we'll start with his AEW thoughts, man. What you got for Dark Scribe on his AEW thoughts?
But besides the MAGA thing, I had to agree with him with the second part when he was saying it is a large spot fest. I totally agree. And some of this stuff is just outrageously choreographed. Like I think I saw one move where they did a roll up into a wheelbarrow and the dude picked him up and dude jumped off it was. Come on, man. If you out on the streets, you ain't seeing nobody on Martin Luther King on the north side doing a wheelbarrow on some motherfucker and he picking up and ready to slam him. No, you get punched in the face. I get it. It's a different. This is how I say to it. It's a different graphic. I think AEW is trying to hit everybody. They're trying to get everybody, and I think sometimes they get lost in the sauce of doing that because you can't really do all of that. Now, to me, I think they need a little bit more structure. Keep working on the storylines, and to me, because it's a solid opportunity to set yourself apart from WWE by having solid storylines. I mean, it looked like I got the bankroll, I got the distribution for it. I don't know why don't you guys just start doing it? It just needs a little more structure, man. Now, it's good that it's an alternative. We got something else to watch. I mean, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Darby Allin he's a little smaller. I guess if you watched him before he got there, if he had a fan base before, I don't have a problem with him. Could he gain a little weight? Yeah. Could I lose a little weight? For sure. But, so, which way he gonna go? I just wanted to see what he's gonna do outside of this Sting thing because here, once again, I think AEW is starting to fall in this trap again while relying on original stars from WWE. You got to get away from that. You got to get away. You got to build your stars. Like I like Taz's stable. All of those are new cats. All of those, and he's pushing all those cats to the moon. I know Christian's gonna do his thing there. Sting is doing his thing there. Big Show's doing his thing there. You got to get away from the old guard, man. I get it. They have traction. They have star power. I get all of that. But at some point, I think AEW is different because it's such a new company. They don't
Right.
they don't have that big of a track record as WWE do.
Right.
However, like New Japan, listen, like companies like New Japan have been pumping out new stars all the time. And they get out there and do what they need to do.
Yeah.
TNA, they gotta make new stars. I mean, they ain't got much of a choice,
Yeah.
So that's just my feel of it. Get away, because that's WWE's playbook.
Right.
Ride Christian or Sting, ride their star power to their wheels fall off. Like, no, get these new stars out here and start making some new people, man. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm the AEW shield of the podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. You can turn this. Don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. Okay, don't turn it off because I got critiques about AEW as well, and of course we're gonna go right into them. But first for the MAGA dude bro crowd, I'm like, bruh, come on, man. There ain't no MAGA dude bro crowd with Nyla Rose in the company, not with Sonny Kiss in the company, not with Kenny Omega in the company, because MAGA dude bros don't roll with the things that those three people, in AEW represent, and probably a bunch of other people in AEW are as well.
Here's one thing I will give a shout out to for them doing is them going outside the box to get legit stars.
Right.
Them using Shaq that was the best uses of Shaq I think I've ever seen. In a professional wrestling ring. Period. I mean, when AEW was first starting off, they were advertising on NBA on TNT.
Right.
That's why you got this resurgence of niggas watching this shit. Like, when y'all start watching wrestling?
I mean, I don't know if we mentioned this, but AEW was supposed to be here before everything shut down. Matter of fact, like a month before everything shut down, and we bought, how many tickets did we buy? Like 16 tickets?
We bought like 6 or 8 or 10, something like that. We had a huge group of going.
We had a huge group of people. It literally started with me, ROD, and Matt, and ended up with like all these other tickets, a bunch of our friends that are straight up niggas that saw AEW lead in from basketball and was just like, hey, I want to see that live. Or, kids, I was like, hey, this is some good wrestling. Let's go watch that. So man, what they did, going out of the box and what TNT and Warner is doing is, pretty phenomenal for just like the casual fan. We see right now.
Especially they went back to a company that they didn't about 15, 20 years ago. They didn't want nothing to do with professional wrestling, and now they're back on board with it. So
exactly. So I will say this, like, I both agree and disagree with the Spot Fest joint.
Okay.
So I will say, and this is my question. Well, not even a question. I will say, if you watched AEW early on, absolutely, 100%. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like there are basically they're still trying to find their style. They only been around for a year. They got a bunch of cats from the indies that are coming in that are basically like carrying over their style. And then I think they're trying to, weave it in, because what we got to remember is that backstage, the agents they got are Dean Malenko, they got Billy Gunn. They actually brought Christian, low key. They brought Christian in. He gonna be talented, but I think they gave him a corporate job to be an agent too. So he's like, he's on salary to do the backstage joint. They brought in Big Show for the same thing, where it's like, to kind of Sting as well. So I think we see, like, what we see on the camera is them bringing in cats for the star power, but what we don't see is them bringing in cats to like actually get the matches together. So to the point of, when you see people positioning themselves for their moveset, all that, I say there's still some of that going on. There was one thing, and shout out to Ricky Starks, because this just shows how good of a star he is.
Yeah, he's a dude.
I'll ask you this question. So when you see the move set, the tackle, drop down, leapfrog, right? When you see that move, when's the last time you seen the drop down actually work? Like the wrestler drop down and the nigga trip over him. When's the last time you see that work?
I've never worked. Matter of fact, a fucking Matt that tripped Titus O'Neil has a better track record than to take down, drop down from a fucking professional wrestler. Shit.
Exactly. So I'll say the first time I saw that actually work was Ricky Starks. I can't remember who he was wrestling, but you know, that goes to show you how good Ricky Starks is. He went to, you know, to bounce off the ropes, dude dropped down, he tripped, made it look like a botch out of the ring. And then as he was stumbling, dude came over and splashed on him. And I'm like, yo,
okay,
there it is right there.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where if you stick with, like, the thing I'm seeing is, as I'm sticking with AEW, I'm starting to see all of that stuff get kind of tightened up in very creative way. Like I said, I've never seen a drop down work. Right. Most people don't even know ring psychology of that's the reason why, you know, cats drop down to try to trip the other cat. You know, I think they're taking what they're doing for a new audience and actually trying to expose that, like, oh shit, like this is actual, you know, wrestling, you know what I'm saying? So I'll say that. And then the name of other wrestler they signed from another promotion other than Ricky Starks, I'll say, you know, you talked about the Team Taz, you know what I'm saying? Will Hobbs. Yep. Will Hobbs cut a promo the other night that I was just like, yo, once he put all of this stuff together, he's gonna be a monster. Yeah, like flat out monster.
He is. Somebody like Big E better watch out.
Exactly. So, I mean, we got him. I mean, shit, we'll even throw Jade Cargill in there. Jade Cargill's a star already.
What's the dude Kingston, man? I like him.
Eddie Kingston.
Eddie Kingston, my God. That dude, man. He on another level, man. As far as promo skills, as far as bringing the realism of the promo, dude, he does that in spades, man. That's it. That's what you want.
Exactly.
And so whatever program you put him in, it's money.
Exactly. And Eddie Kingston single-handedly saved the ending of AEW Revolution. I don't know if you heard about. We'll talk about that in a second. But with Darby Allin, the last one as well, and then we'll move on to the other topics. I'll say this, man. The Sting comparisons with Darby Allin started before the Rona. And they started because you started noticing that kids would show up at AEW with the Darby Allin paint on. They started doing that for Darby Allin. Another star from another promotion, Orange Cassidy. Yep. I've seen like niggas have been like, yo, I don't know who this dude in his jean jacket is, but that's my guy. He don't give a fuck. And I like him. So, you know, I will say that, you know, especially for the kids, Big Show talked about this as well. And we'll talk about him being on Talk is Jericho in a minute. But he was just saying like, yo, he wants to work with Darby Allin as a heel because, you know, Darby Allin's that cat that could take an ass whooping. You know, he did it with, they literally booked Darby Allin versus Brian Cage, so Brian Cage could throw his ass out of the ring through a table. You know, it's like 12 feet through a table.
He threw the shit out of him.
and Darby Allin still won that match. He won the match with a roll-up. Like, the low-key thing about Darby Allin is, like, he's a legit wrestler for all the crazy shit he's done. He was, like, a legit high school, like, wrestler, like, high-ranked wrestler. Okay. So, and they're telling that as part of the story. I think one of the things about AEW, too, is, like, shout out to Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. They actually take time to tell these stories on commentary. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them old school, you know, it's like old school WCW, man. When you sit down and you listen to the commentator, they tell you exactly what you need to know, exactly the story that's supposed to be told. And that's why I say, you know, if you haven't watched in a while, man, give it another shot. Give it another shot for a couple weeks. Because, yeah, man, they're telling dope ass stories. Yeah. It just, I mean, they legit just had the blow off of John Moxley versus Kenny Omega, and they've legit been telling that story since the very first AEW pay-per-view.
That's true.
And they blew it off in a barbed wire death match. All right, so we're gonna move on from there. So we're gonna stick with the AEW train for a hot second, because we got a lot of interesting WWE news I know we're gonna go in on here in a minute. So
is any of it funny? It probably is.
Oh yeah. A lot of it is funny. So we talked about Christian Cage earlier, man. Like, Christian Cage, he was hyped up as the you know, Hall of Fame worthy unknown dude that was coming in to change the game at AEW. What do you think about the announcement of Christian Cage?
I didn't think it would have been him. I mean, he was just on WWE, what, the week before?
He was just in the Royal Rumble.
Like, damn. Like, he was in the damn match. Like, what contract did he sign?
Exactly, right. And it's like word on the street is he said that he, went to the Royal Rumble. They were he was talking with WWE. They couldn't really work things out. And he said he hit up John Moxley, and John Moxley was just like, "Hey man, keep your options open, man. Holla at Tony, see what he's saying." And he said they had a conversation. They talked it out. They hammered out the details of the contract in like 15 minutes. Because I think the biggest thing was WWE wasn't really trying to get Christian to wrestle. Okay. They wanted him to just strictly be backstage or whatever. Even though he's gone through concussion protocol, he's all clear. They were just like, "Nah, dog, you done.
Yep. Well, it's good to have him there, man. If you feel like he can still go, which I think he can, put him out there. See what he can do. I like the fact that he came out with the TNA entrance. That was cool.
Yes.
We didn't pay attention to that. That was cool. They got the partnership between each other.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Let's see where it goes. It should be pretty good. It should be pretty good. You got. I like the shirt that he got. Fuck. I'm drawing a blank here. What's the shirt say?
Was it the Captain Charisma joint?
No, it says
no. Outwork everyone.
Outwork everybody.
Yeah,
that is the motto to take. Like, yo, man, if you want to go beat shit, like I would like to see Kenny Omega versus Christian. That'd be a dope match.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a dope ass match for sure.
Yeah.
So my thoughts on the Christian thing, and this is like I said, I'm critical of AEW. Like, I'm the AEW shield, but I'm critical of them too, dog.
Right.
I call it like I said, man. I couldn't help but be a little bit disappointed with not necessarily the fact that the announcement was Christian, but the fact that they made the announcement in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Christian should have been somebody that just walked out.
Yeah.
he should have been Lex Luger on the first Nitro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's cats in the ring. Basically, what they did with him on Dynamite, where he walked out to the ring and picked up the belt from Kenny Omega, that should have been his entry. That should have been his debut. Okay. Then it would have been like, yo, he was just on Royal Rumble instead of like, instead of, oh man, hey man, he was just on Royal Rumble, but for real.
I hate the fact that sometimes the surprise is lost now in wrestling because and here's, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes I don't think it's all because of someone dropped the ball. Sometimes it is, but I don't think it's always because of that. I think it's because they have board of directors and that they have to make happy. Like they have ratings that they have to hit, and putting it out, AEW probably maybe they was under the gun with something, and I don't know, but I'm like, maybe they need to say, hey, there's going to be a surprise entrant, blase. You need to make sure you watch, just to make sure they got people to watch.
Yeah, right.
In a business sense, that makes sense. I get it, but back in the day, there wasn't no thing for X-Pac to show up on Monday Night Raw. We had no idea he was going to be a part of DX.
Exactly.
There wasn't no thing for
Rick Rude
to show up on Monday Night Raw, and then the next week,
the same night, the same night,
on Nitro.
Yeah,
that. I missed those days. I miss like to me in the last 5 years, maybe 10, the biggest surprise to me was AJ Styles in the Royal.
Yes,
I couldn't believe that.
I thought, I knew AJ was coming over. I thought he was going to NXT. When he came out at the Royal Rumble, I was like, what?
Yeah. That was.
I remember telling you back in the day, I ain't want AJ Styles to go to WWE because they was gonna mess him up. But boy, did they prove me wrong.
They proved us all the way wrong. This is the best AJ Styles we've ever seen.
Exactly. But he needed that time to go to New Japan and refine his character. And he needed the path that he took in order to get to WWE. And shout out to Vince for once not looking at AJ Styles as, hey, he not mine, so I ain't rocking with him. Like, all right, man.
He needs to do that more often, man. I know we jumping off the bandwagon, y'all, but he needs to do that more often with these guys, man. Especially when it comes down to Mania. Like, okay, now I'll give him. I have to give him props right now because these are the most black champions I think we ever had going into WrestleMania.
Oh, absolutely,
I have to give him
absolutely.
Like, damn near every
100%.
champion is black besides fucking Roman and
man, Roman kind of counts.
Walter and fucking who else? Who else?
Finn Balor.
And Finn Balor, yeah.
Yep, yeah, Finn Balor. I'm about to say Roman kind of count, man. You know.
Yeah. But he likes Samoans. He ain't like black people.
That's true. He do like Samoans. You're right.
Speaking of which, I heard that they were thinking about putting Ahmed Johnson to the Hall of Fame, and somebody's like, "Nah, that shit ain't gonna happen."
Oh no. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't.
They said, the way he parted away from Vince, it would, them, they didn't get along. But I gotta give Vince, credit when it's due because he don't mind mending old wounds and let bygones be bygones and let's make some money,
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I mean, don't make the same mistake again. If the motherfucker give you a phone call, you are the first black Intercontinental Champion, nigga. Get out the Hall of Fame. I mean that in a good way. You deserve to be there.
Well, he got to Ahmed Johnson was just out here recently talking about Mark Henry, talking about he don't like niggas kissing butt to get their spot. He literally that was literally the quote. He don't like niggas kissing butt.
Hold on. I think we've talked about this ad nauseum. If you are black in corporate America or at some point in time, one way or another, you kissing something, okay? Like it's going to, if you want to get where you want it, I get it. If you that dude that don't want to play that game, don't do it. I got all the respect for you. I totally get it. But at some point, it may not seem like he's directly kissing some ass, but at some point, put it this way: at some point, you got to pay your dues. Let's just say that. I'm about to say there's a difference between paying your dues and kissing ass. And Ahmed Johnson is one of them niggas that don't know the difference, flat out. You want to know? You know the niggas that we talking about. Man, he gonna get on this show, dog.
He gonna be like juice in the country from the Sam Ripple. Hey man, he's one of them niggas that don't know the difference between paying your dues and kissing ass. He the one that think, nigga, you show up to work early.
Oh, okay.
You are kissing ass, nigga.
I'll say this. He knows a side of professional wrestling that we never seen.
Yeah.
And I know New Jack talks about it, like that whole carny shit about motherfuckers who've been around longer. I'm gonna let you take the elevator before I do, and shit like that, or I'll catch the next one, and dressing up in the other person's locker room, like the hazing shit.
Yeah. Maybe
they're talking about that shit, and there's no telling how long they kept us doing that dumb shit. And
absolutely.
Sure motherfuckers wasn't taking that shit.
Yeah.
Once, especially when Mark Henry broke that, he took a cast iron skin. Hold up, this is what Mark Henry did. Motherfucking Mark Henry took one of these motherfuckers, and I can't even chip this motherfucker. He bended it in half. This will fuck you up.
With his bare hands, man. You don't want to mess with that dude, man. So I think I was about to say, man, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta come on, man. Get this paycheck, man. Get this paycheck, man.
Get this paycheck, bro. You the first black Intercontinental Champion, man. Get that money, dog. Shit.
Man, so speaking of getting that money, we're gonna hop back to AEW right quick. So I know you saw, AEW Revolution, man. I think it was a dope pay-per-view. It was headlined by the Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley exploding barbed wire death match, which the match itself was pretty damn good. Just like the one thing that I like about that match was the psychology of it. Like, you don't think there's no psychology in an exploding barbed wire death match, right?
Oh, you beat the shit out of motherfuckers.
Right. Yeah, it's supposed to be beating the shit out of each other. But what they did was, and they kind of did this in their other street fight where it was just like, yo, we're gonna have real barbed wire in a part of the match. We're gonna ramp up to do this thing that when you see us hit this other barbed wire, it's gonna make you think, oh shit, they really fucked each other up. And it's like, oh, this is the gimmick shit over here.
Right.
So they did that. So they going through the spots, the barbed wire turn, they close up, they got scratches all over them. And I thought it was a really good use of the exploding, ropes or whatever. There was one spot where Kenny Omega, I can't remember what he hit, his Snapdragon or something. He hit a move on Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley was by the ropes, and Jon Moxley couldn't kick out. So he put his foot on the rope to break the count, and the shit exploded in Kenny Omega's face. I was like, yo, this is a dope ass match. However, so the whole match was building up to basically there was a 30-minute timer at the match, right? So they were basically like, after 30 minutes, all the explosives gonna go off. It's gonna be everything gonna be.
They had the timer for when Nitro was gonna go to hour number 2, and all the explosions go off.
Yeah, all the.
Hey, shout out to motherfuckers who remember that shit when nigga Nitro used to go to hour number 2. It'd be Disco Inferno versus fucking Waka in the middle of the fucking ring. And then, we had hour number 2, the fucking fireworks go off.
Wildcats are in the ring. Yes, that's exactly what I forgot about that. That's exactly what it was.
The music of the show go off. The Tony Schiavone gotta restart it. Welcome everybody to Nitro. What about the match?
It's like, yo, it's a match going on the ring. So that's what they wanted to happen. However, so Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley, they had a feud earlier in the year for the AEW Championship, and it was basically a personal feud where, this is the thing that got Eddie Kingston signed to AEW, where he was just like, yo, Jon Moxley, you sold out. You went up to WWE. All of us were still wrestling on the Northeast, doing our thing. You sold out. You went to be a sports entertainer, man. You a bitch, basically. So they had some knockdown, drag out matches. Right. And they kind of ended their feud like, hey, man, I don't fuck with you still. Like, you still on some shit. So throughout this whole match, it was obvious that, Kenny Omega gets Good Brothers, Don Callis out to cheat to win. Right. So Jon Moxley's incapacitated in the ring. Eddie Kingston comes out to basically, like, the timer's going off. He's like, yo, I got to say, he was my boy. I know we had our differences, but I got to save him. So all of the cats that Eddie Kingston rolled with, they trying to stop him. He pushing them off. So Eddie Kingston runs, hops in the ring. He can't wake Jon Moxley up. So the countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So he jumps on Jon Moxley. It covers him up, right? So this is when the whole ring is supposed to explode.
What them motherfuckers do? I didn't see it. What they do?
You ain't see it, bro.
Hey, can we watch it? Is it on YouTube?
It might not. It actually might not be, because it's like because it's so it just went bad. It just went bad. Let's see.
Was it as bad as that electrified cage match that we went to, that we saw LAX in?
It was almost as bad as that. And like, you could tell it wasn't supposed to be. But hold on, wait, here we go. I think this is it. Hold on.
Oh, are these motherfuckers getting their? Hey, is this a Nate Robinson worthy award of egregiousness?
I'm gonna say no, and then come back to why. Okay. And not because I'm an AEW shield, but because what we were talking about earlier. Here we go. They ain't put.
Okay, y'all, we on Zoom. So what made it work? There's no sound, so that made it even worse. I don't hear anything.
Wait, you don't hear? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, dang, you didn't hear the sound.
Oh, that's what made it worse.
Yeah. So the sound that somebody spliced in, they put in Celine Dion. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Man, that looks like the motherfucking that when you on July 4th, that fucking cone that you get and you light up with the off the top of the motherfucker.
I gotta reshare this. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Wait a minute.
You got blockbuster sparklers.
Dude, when I saw that, I was like, oh no.
Shit.
Oh man.
I ain't never had nobody. We used to shoot motherfuckers with Roman candles and fucking bottle rockets. Ain't nobody block shit for my ass.
Ain't nobody lay over you.
Oh, like fuck, it'll be a motherfucker chasing your ass. Oh, yeah, motherfucker.
Oh man. So that was, I mean, it looks like I got your thoughts on it already.
Yeah, come on, AEW. That was the drizzling shits.
and of course, that's I don't even have to be critical of that. Like,
I mean, they come on, y'all. They probably was laughing. That shit, you know what it was. That shit was a fucking rib. That's like, yeah, you think you get a motherfucking fucking blow up, man. I'm fucking the weakest shit ever.
Well, here's the thing. So basically what AEW ended up doing. So Kenny Omega came out, like basically they went silent. Like Tony Khan was just like, hey man. He's like, hey man, what you want me to do, dog? Shit fucked up. It's like, what you want me to do?
They could at least did the explosion in the ring implode, like when Mark Henry and Big Show fell off the top of that motherfucker. And Big Show was there, he could have told him how they did it.
So Kenny Omega came out in the interview later. So basically they basically did the storyline on Dynamite to kind of explain what happened. But he did an interview, like a real interview, shoot interview later, and he was just like, man, that shit, it just didn't work. Right. He's like, man, we practiced the shit blew up like it was supposed to, man. It was good. He was like, whenever whoever pushed the button, I wonder if AEW hired the motherfucker that burnt up Undertaker. I bet you they hired the dude that burnt up Undertaker.
They probably did. That's what it was. Hey, I'm about to show them something right now. Them motherfuckers inspire me.
He's like, you're supposed to push all the buttons, not just one of them. But what I will say, man, AEW, like, we going back to it. We talked about it in the homie Dark Scribes answer to his question. Eddie Kingston cut a promo on Dynamite and saved the shit, right? Yeah. Him and John Moxley, they showed them there in a backstage promo. They sitting there just drinking scotch. And he was just like, because part of the problem was nobody told Eddie Kingston, like, hey man, it didn't blow up right. Get your ass up. Get up. Which what they should have done. They should have just been like, the dude that was shaking him, like, bruh, it didn't go out.
Right.
But I applaud his dedication to the gimmick.
Right.
But he came out when he did the promo, and him and John Moxley was drinking. They both like John Moxley's hurt. John Moxley was still wearing the deathmatch shirt that he had on. Right. And Eddie Kingston was like, look, man, I don't know what happened. I got out there. I covered him up. I was like, yo, this is my boy. And I had he said I had a flashback of when I was young and I was in court, and they were just like, yo, he's like, you going to prison. He said, you going to prison, my dude. And I just blacked out. Right?
Oh, shit.
So
you know what made that even funnier? Just like a shot at WWE when the fucking alarm went off, and Jericho just came out. He was just standing there like that. And it turned around like, oh, man.
So even to even take it further, so with Eddie Kingston, like I said, Eddie Kingston said it way doper than I did just now. But to Kenny Omega and Don Callis' credit, they came out later and cut a promo on Eddie Kingston, and it was just like, man, you a bitch. It was like, man, the ring didn't even. But Don Callis was like, was it supposed to blow up? Was it a rib? You know what? You ain't gonna know, because I'm the puppet master, motherfucker. Whatever. So Eddie Kingston comes out, and they was like, they said, They said, "Oh man, Eddie's about to come out. Eddie's about to come out. Somebody help! Somebody help! Hey, throw that up on the screen." And then they start playing the countdown, and they were like, "Ah!" And Kenny Omega was like, "Don, cover me up, cover me up."
Oh shit!
And they were laughing at him. So I was like, "Yo, okay." The thing that I appreciated, the thing I appreciated is they knew how to laugh at themselves, and just basically turn it into a heel being a piece of shit to the dude who tried to do the right thing.
That's wrestling.
That's wrestling, man.
Pro fucking wrestling.
All right, man. Let's switch over to some WWE news. Yes. So we got WrestleMania coming up, and this is actually
we on that road.
You be on the road to WrestleMania. We actually got some pretty breaking news that actually dropped right before we started recording.
Breaking news. Oh shit.
So Tampa Bay Times beat writer Eduardo Encia says that the capacity for next month's WrestleMania at Raymond James Stadium will be approximately 25,000 fans for each of the 2 nights of the event. That's 36% of the full capacity for what the event would hold at Raymond James Stadium in a normal year. What you got? So there's also been some stuff with the tickets were supposed to go on sale like this past Tuesday, but WWE put out a comment basically saying they push back ticket sales to kind of work out the cards some more. So I think they're trying to say, they're trying to have like what's on night 1, what's on night 2 before they actually start selling the tickets, man. What you got on the 25,000 and them pushing the ticket sales back?
I think the NFL has kind of set the tone of what big events are going to have to do going forward. I heard that that the fight with Masvidal and Usman Part 2 is going to be, fans are going to be at that fight as well too. Yeah. I mean, the vaccine is out. It's out. People have been injected with it. Just be careful, man. I mean, I understand it's time to start trying to get somewhat back to normal. I like the fact that they're doing it at a smaller capacity, because if you fucking get 90-something-thousand people in there, well, we know how COVID-20 would start. It'd be because of WrestleMania. So I'm glad they're not doing that shit. But no, it's time. I'm for it. Just social distancing, wear your mask, do the best you can. But the NFL has really set the tone, which I'm actually shocked, because normally it's WWE that's innovating that. But I mean, this pandemic, couldn't nobody plan for that shit. So I like what the NFL has done by trying to set the tone and leading it by example. And WWE's, I mean, basically just following what they're doing. Just stay socially distanced. Wear your goddamn mask, and you should be okay. I'm for it. That's a big enough stadium where they can space some motherfuckers out 6 feet.
Absolutely.
Get rows and shit and all of that. They can find that way to be. Yeah, they got the money. They want to put them motherfucking plexiglass shits that they have in the elimination chamber. Everybody in their own little pie, and then they have a contest with it. But and your pie get kicked, you get to come up front.
they had WWE Plinko. Speaking of coming up front, Twitter was ablaze a couple weeks ago because the preliminary ticket prices are stupid. The highest price tickets are $2,500.
I'm not paying no $2,500 to contract COVID-19. You kiss my ass, man. Fuck that shit. That's about as bad as a motherfucker taking PTO to fucking commit treason. Yeah, quit that shit. I'm not. Hey, we got 2 shirts, y'all. They coming. We got 2. I'm not paying $2,500 to commit to get COVID-19.
Hey, let me write that down. Hold up, wait. I'm writing that down right now.
Fuck that shit. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, we got to put the WrestleMania logo in the background for that too.
I had no $2,500 to get COVID. I watch this in the safety of my own crib and be good.
Right. Yes, good and COVID free. So, speaking of watching WWE from the safety of your own crib, so WWE Network, the whole thing with everything moving over to Peacock.
Uh-huh.
So that's coming up real soon. But
I think Fastlane is going to be the first pay-per-view on Peacock, isn't it?
Yep. Fastlane is going to be the first pay-per-view. That might be next weekend, this weekend, next weekend, one of the two.
Okay.
So WWE content will begin appearing on Peacock on March 18th. So I felt like I ain't know this before I read this today. This actually dropped today too. Shout out to Square Circle Reddit. Somebody dropped a FAQ for WWE Network on Peacock. So I want to read through here real quick to make sure we all in sync. Make sure we get, our WWE content.
We helping you out to the more you know. Doom, 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 doom.
I'm gonna put in a shitty version of that graphic. Fair use. So, yes, WWE content will begin appearing on Peacock on March 18th, while WWE Network will cease operations on April 4th in the United States. So only in the United States. I think I got this wrong last time.
Okay.
If you're outside of the US, you still got WWE Network.
Okay.
But if you're in the US, basically it's like
we got censored in like all these different cutscenes.
Oh yeah, we said ladies and gentlemen, that last 10 seconds, that wasn't no last 10 seconds. We ain't say nothing. We ain't say nothing. So will all WWE Network content move to Peacock? So here's the thing. Not immediately, right?
Okay.
Not immediately. So on March 18th, the following content will be announced as being there. Every pay-per-view in the last calendar year, all previous WrestleManias, the current or most recent season of WWE Original Series, Steve Austin's The Broken Skull Sessions, WWE Chronicle, and WWE Icons. New weekly episodes of NXT the day after air, as well as the 2021 replays of Raw and SmackDown 30 days after air.
Okay.
Documentaries including Undertaker, The Last Ride, WWE 24, and WWE Untold. Reality series including Total Bellas, and collections of featured series, topical moments, and like Stone Cold Steve Austin Week, and playlists showing current superstars. So if you move over to Peacock, don't expect everything to be there yet.
Right.
Because it ain't. Now, the other content is expected to be available by SummerSlam. So they got to do some migration progress.
Okay.
All of that.
Okay. All right. Well, let's ask the elephant in the room question. How did the billing work? Is Peacock ready to charge me another motherfucking $10 like WWE do? How that shit? Because I'm not giving Vince and motherfucking Universal another fucking, that's $20. Fuck that. How does that work, RVS?
That was actually the next question. So do I need to cancel WWE Network? So it says no. However, if your subscription start date is after March 18th, so they charge on the same day of the month, like basically like whenever you started it. So if it's after the 18th, you do need to, right?
Okay.
And you want to start subscribing to Peacock immediately, but basically it's not going to go over basically.
Okay.
So if you want to start now, you need to go ahead and cancel now and then pick up Peacock.
Vince, you need to give myself and RVS email and a fucking discount code on WWE Shop. We should be grandfathered in. I signed up day one. I was pressing refresh off like I was getting some damn iPhone. I was pressing refresh like the PS5 was out to be on your network day one. We are day one subscribers.
Day one subscribers.
Need something. Damn it.
I definitely took PTO to watch WWE Network.
Right? Put that on the docket. That's another good show. I took PTO to WWE Network. That's a good reason to take PTO. Not to commit treason, to get the WWE Network.
Exactly. We might have to just say Peacock on that one too.
Yeah.
So that's the FAQs, man. Godspeed with y'all as y'all switch over from the network to Peacock, so you can keep watching the WWE content.
I have a question. Does the Sunday Night Football show up on Peacock? Is Peacock showing live NBC stream? Is that
so? I don't know, but part of that kind of ties into it. So we know that a lot of this whole deal centers around NBC sports going away, right?
Right.
So a lot of that NBC sports content, specifically hockey, is moving to USA.
Oh, okay.
Thing is, hockey gonna be on USA on Wednesday nights.
So NXT is going to Tuesdays.
rumor has it NXT's moving to Tuesday.
Okay.
Permanently.
Okay. Well, let me ask you. Let's. I think this is the real point of this.
Yeah.
I think Vince is trying to cash out to finally get WrestleMania to be picked up by NBC on free television like the Super Bowl and get all the fucking advertising revenue. I think this is the start of it.
That's real.
It might be because the Super Bowl gets millions and billions and billions of dollars from one show of 3 hours. WrestleMania is fucking 7. You know, they can make it. I wonder if they talked about that. They have to. They had to.
I'm sure they have. I mean, it's starting to make sense now of why Vince fired the cats or the 2 folks that helped launch the WWE Network because of a difference of opinion. Because it's obvious that they were on the train of, we have this content, we need to continue to manage it. And Vince is like, oh no, we selling the content. Okay. Like we not holding on to it. Y'all can have it. Again, I think this is all part of Vince McMahon's retirement plan. He's trying to get that last score. The XFL was supposed to be his last score. That would have been
it. There's no doubt in my mind that would have been it.
Yeah, now it's I think, like you said, it's Mania on free TV.
Yep. And he might buy that. He's like, okay, motherfucker, how much I owe you? Here you go, get my shit back.
Like, Rock, give me my shit back.
Here's a little Rock, give me my shit back.
All right, so let's jump into Mania. Like we got like you said, this is the most blackety black champion Mania that we didn't ever seen.
Blackamania.
There you go. Blackamania. That's the name of the episode. Blackamania. It only took a global pandemic and for it to be Blackamania, but it's Blackamania.
That's so true. It's fucked up, but it's true.
So we have on Raw this past week, the New Day actually beat the Hurt Business.
Wow.
To win their 11th tag team championship. Man, what you got on New Day beating Hurt Business?
Good. I like it. I like seeing these title changes so close to Mania because it's kind of leaving ambiguity. You don't know what's going to happen. Right, I like that. 11-time tag team champions. They try. Well, no, they're not the Dudleys yet because the Dudleys are 22-time tag team champions.
24.
24, excuse me.
24.
That's over what? Two different companies. So
like
but still 11-time.
Yeah.
11-time tag team. That's got to be some type of record at WWE for a tag team. So
right.
Shout outs to them. Now, granted, it's a kind of an asterisk because it was three of you motherfuckers, and some of you one day, Big E wouldn't wrestle, and then Kofi Kingston and Xavier wouldn't wrestle, and Kofi Kingston, y'all did your free word rule bullshit.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, they took a rule from actual racist white men and used it against them. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. Which is a thing, like, I've seen on social media, like some cats are mad because I get it, man. We feel the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business has been, that knockdown, drag out, real blackety black ass Nation of Domination type of group, right?
Right.
And I think people are mad also because New Day, it's already scheduled that New Day is going up against AJ Styles and Giant Omos in his first WWE match, period. First televised match.
Big motherfucker.
Man, he's big dude, right? So they're kind of mad because now it's just like, well, what Shelton and Cedric Alexander about to do? Like, what's up? Right. So I get that. But, well, okay, here's the caveat. So I don't trust WWE necessarily.
Why would you?
To really put Cedric and Shelton in a decent position, right?
Right.
But I am happy to see, even though we swapping out 2 black dudes, we get Giant Omos. You know what I'm saying? We get to see what he about to do. And right. I feel like that's a direct response to, AEW, y'all gonna put Shaq on y'all shit, right? Okay, cool, bet. We got somebody bigger than Shaq.
We got tall motherfucker too.
We got tall black motherfuckers. He young too. He young.
Oh, that sounds so racist.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is coming from time out. Hold on, time out. I forgot to post this on. You know what? By the time this episode comes out, I will have posted this on Instagram. But who are they talking to? They were talking. Shout out to the Masked Man. Shout out to David Shoemaker and Real Life Cast. They were talking to was it Andrew Goldstein? I think it was basically one of the old WWE writers, right? And he said back when he was at WWE originally, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar were both in the company.
Right.
He said the writers were legit calling Bobby Lashley Black Lesnar.
That's
behind the scenes.
Black Lesnar.
Behind the scenes, they were calling him Black Lesnar.
Black Lesnar gonna go back to behind the scenes and beat your ass for saying this shit. You better be careful.
which it's like that wouldn't bother me as much if they booked him like Black Lesnar.
Exactly.
If they booked him like Black Lesnar, I'd be like, that's messed up. But all right. But they didn't.
That shit better not, Michael Cole, you better not fuck up and say that shit on fucking USA. You better not fucking, you know you was back there saying, listen, I know you was. Yeah.
Oh, he also better not say it in the Thunderdome because for those of you who don't know, they don't pipe that fan noise in the arena. When the commentators are talking, those cats hear it in the ring.
Oh, shit.
That fan noise is for TV. So if they say some shit, if they get out of pocket, they're gonna be like, "What you say?"
Oh, they hear the fucking commentary. Hey, you know what to be fucked up in the Thunderdome? You know, oh God, I'm about to piss some people off here. It's time for another one of these. Rated R rants. Fellas, you know how you know if a woman is single? If you listen to them on a Zoom phone call and you hear that fire beep, alarm, that fire smoke detector beep going, that's how you know, because they ain't changing the shit and nigga ain't there either. That's how you know. That'd be funny to hear that in the Thunderdome. That concludes another one of these Rated R rants.
Hear the smoke detector going off in the Thunderdome, because you know ain't nobody changing no fire detector in the
single woman changing no fire smoke detector in the apartment. Every single woman in the house I've been to that had that damn smoke detector, that some bitch beeping like a motherfucker. It sounds like a damn car alarm.
Oh man. The views expressed here are rated R's.
Yeah. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know I ain't lying because y'all ain't changing shit. They got nerve to get you talking about I'm used to it. How the fuck you get used to this beep all goddamn day? Go get you a fucking a 9-volt and change this shit out.
Go get you a 9-volt.
Quit talk. If the nigga don't change out your fucking 9-volt battery or smoke detector, he don't give a fuck about you. Put that as a shirt.
Yes, there you go. If you don't change your 9-volt, you don't care.
Boy, we went off the rails on that one.
Oh man, hold on. You know, there's only one way we can get back into that. So Bobby, like we talk about, we gotta go back to Black Lesnar. So far we also have Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre scheduled for what I'm thinking has to be the main event of one of the nights of WrestleMania, man. So yeah. I'm gonna ask what you do. You know what? I ain't gonna ask what you think. Who you got, Bobby Lashley or Drew McIntyre?
Give me Bobby Lashley, man. They got this dude looking like a damn Greek god. Have you seen this man's entrance? This motherfucker has golden lightning. What nigga you know got golden lightning? Besides Shazam.
Raiden.
Raiden. He ain't no nigga.
Bobby Lashley is Black Raiden.
He's Black Raiden. And then he got this big giant monolith. The almighty. Now they could have did a better job with his fucking mouth. That shit's trash. That shit looked like that was done in PowerPoint. I'm sorry.
WWE CGI in general is trash. And CGI has been trash for like the past 5 years. Like, I don't know why. Like, somebody's still using a open source, like they still using GIMP instead of Photoshop to make that. Come on, bruh. Pay for the license. Pay for the Adobe license, bruh. Y'all got the money.
But okay, Okay, but then you got Roman Reigns. Now, the Roman Reigns statue when he's sitting there with the T-shirt on, that should look good on Fox. Why can't Bobby Lashley get something? Y'all got this motherfucker.
Maybe it's that USA money because USA ain't give him a Billy.
Right.
They bought the Adobe license with that Billy.
Right. Because Fox used that shit for the NFL. Yeah, they probably had the NFL. Yeah, you right.
That's right, because they used the NFL camera when cats are coming out on SmackDown too. That's right.
That fucking super HD fucking camera that they got, the super ultra mega HD camera that they use.
More reasons why SmackDown is a better show, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go Lashley too, man. Like it's like my brain says Drew because WWE. Because I think they're still confused at Bobby Lashley being a face or a heel, and they want to make him a heel because he's black. But yo, hey man, Bobby Lashley better win that, bro. He better win, flat out.
What was the point of giving it to him? I mean, you had him job out to you had him the Miz get his ass beat. That's I thought would have had a longer run. I'm cool with, don't get it twisted. I mean, I'm rooting for my crew here. Yeah,
right.
Bobby Lashley, but Miz been on the grind for a minute. And I was surprised that he dropped the belt the very next day.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, I hope they keep this train going on Bobby, because I think I'm calling it now, y'all. I've told RVS this. They're calling it out. MVP is gonna be a WWE champion before it's all said and done. The swerve is coming.
Yep.
The Hurt Business is gonna get hurt by the dude that started it. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I am telling you. There's always a swerve.
Yep. Yeah. And you know what? I wouldn't be mad at it, man. MVP deserves it. Yeah. New Japan just got rid of the title that he started. So he was the first Intercontinental Champion in New Japan. They just got rid of the Intercontinental Championship. So he need a WWE Championship to make up for it, basically.
He's helped. Like, you just use an example. He likes to help people in organizations. He helped Mark Henry.
Yep.
When they got together and they did that day, and then Mark Henry became a beast.
Yep.
Mark Henry adopted the outfit that he uses like all the time for his match.
Yeah, that was from MVP. Yeah.
Look what he just did. He said he just had a belt in New Japan, dude. Look what he did in TNA with the fucking Beatdown Clan. That shit was insane.
Shout out to Kenny King as well. Kenny King is tag team champion in Ring of Honor. Just won that shit. And MVP posted a video. Him and Kenny King linked up. And he was just like, it was a dope ass shot. It was like they were both drinking. MVP, you just see MVP, and he was like, champions, and they pan over. Kenny King was there, and he's like, salute champions. They took a toast and drank together. We talked a WWE guy, Ring of Honor guy, and the caption was just beat down clan for life.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, MVP might get MVP of this year.
Yeah.
Flat out.
We give our own award to MVP. MVP.
He get the MVP of the Rona, flat out.
Yeah, flat out.
All wrestling.
Yeah.
All wrestling. All right, so before we get into the reason why we're here, normally, man, I gotta ask you about your frat brother, man, Apollo Crews.
Oh man, this dude
So if you're not familiar, man, Apollo Crews has a new gimmick. He basically snapped on Big E, which shout out to them. It's two more brothers that's going to be fighting probably at WrestleMania for a title, for Intercontinental Championship. Blackity black, man. Let's get it. Happy to see it. But Apollo Crews has a new attitude, and he has a new way of moving, and he has a new accent.
No.
What you got on the real Apollo Crews?
He's got I'm lost for words, man. I don't even know what to say. He had a spear in his hand. Like, okay, this is racist as hell. Okay, let's start here. Okay, I get it. He's using his spear. He has a spear. He has two black people in militant gear behind him, speaking like he's African. This motherfucker ain't spoke a lick of fucking accent of African the entire. I have met this man. Don't listen to this bullshit. This motherfucker does not talk like that. He talk like us. Okay, well, motherfucker, if it's getting you airtime, keep you do it. Let's see where it goes, man. Let's see how. Let's keep going down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
How far WWE wants to go down this fucking rabbit hole. Mind you, he's doing this on a Republican station.
Right, Fox.
I didn't see where this shit goes.
Yeah. So, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. This is interesting.
It is.
I am willing to see how it goes. Is it racist? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But what I will say is the assistant to the president of Nigeria actually shouted him out and was just like, hey, Niger boy, like in solidarity. So I was like, hey man, if the assistant to the president of Nigeria cool, okay, all right.
Wait, are they saying he's from Nigeria or from Nigeria? Because they better not fuck that shit up.
Oh, he's from Nigeria.
Okay, they better not say Nigeria, which looks like something else.
Oh,
if you don't get fucked up.
I didn't even think of that.
So side note. Okay, I'm going off topic. So back when I was living in Wisconsin for middle school, we had social studies and we was talking about Africa, and they gave us.
I don't like where this is going.
You know where this is going.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Shout out to Waukesha, man.
You know what? I think it was high school. It was my freshman year. I remember this shit because the shit. I was in social studies, and the teacher was asking Brad over here to read the countries that are in Africa. And I'm the only black person in the goddamn class. I'm like, why are you not having me fucking read the countries in Africa? Why is he doing it? So I'm literally looking at him go through the map, right? I'm looking dead at his ass. Like, okay, yeah, Zaire, Nigeria, and then I'll go like this. When he's about to say Nigeria, Niger, like, okay, motherfucker. And the whole class started laughing. Hey, yeah, you said it right. Don't fuck up.
and that's when you move back to St. Louis. Because that wasn't gonna work.
I looked dead at his ass, RVS. I was like, okay.
I feel like them teachers with your parents like, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get out here. You can't be doing this is Wisconsin. You can't do that up here. You can't do this in Wisconsin. All right, man. So we got to go into our. It's about that time, but before it's that time,
I got breaking news here on the WeCominForYouCast.
We got more breaking news.
Hall of Fame. They're doing it 2 classes, 20 and 21.
Oh, nice.
First ballot for 20. Shout outs. Man, Batista. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame for the class of 2020.
Okay.
To him, man.
Yeah, shout out to Batista, man. Hey, man, he deserves it. He was also, as AEW was like, we bringing in a Hall of Fame worthy folks, and people was tweeting him. He was like, look, I don't know how to say any more that I'm retired. He's like, I don't know if I need to make up a new word, but I'm not coming back. I'm done.
I'm making this in Hollywood. Dude, he's making some money in Hollywood. That motherfucker's Drax. He's Drax, y'all. He's in the fucking Avengers. No, he's done.
He ain't about to wrestle no more.
He's getting checks. His daughter and son getting checks. Their daughters and sons gonna be getting checks from Marvel for life. It ain't going. Disney will always be sending up family a check in one way or another. Shit.
WWE, nigga, shit. Come on,
WWE, I'm getting that Marvel money.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Big Dave Batista, man.
Sir.
Definitely deserve it. All right, man. So we got to go into our new segment. Our new segment called How You Take PTO to Commit Treason. This segment is when people in wrestling or adjacent to wrestling, when it comes out, because it was, this very public thing on January 6th where people stormed the Capitol of the United States.
They walk, right? Y'all saw it. Motherfuckers in other country. Hey, all you motherfuckers in Bangladesh, UK, if we don't get censored, y'all saw that shit on TV. That shit was fucking trifling. These motherfuckers walked into the capital of the free world without a fucking. I need to listen. You need a fucking. They didn't even have. You can't do that.
They ain't had no credentials. None.
So, right in. Y'all saw this shit. Look at these motherfuckers over here walking into the national capital. That shit was fucked up. And motherfuckers took PTO to do this shit.
They did it on a work day, so they took PTO to commit treason.
To commit treason.
Well, speaking of that, so this one didn't even happen on January 6th. This is another. I think what happened is people saw this and got emboldened to just be like, you know what? I could just walk up in a Capitol building and just do whatever I want.
Whatever the fuck I want to do.
So shout out to NXT referee Drake Wertz, who forced his way into a government building, refusing to wear a mask until police escorted his dumb ass out earlier this month. So this woman writes on Facebook, and she says that she was with some other guy and then Drake Wertz, and said, last night, several of us went to the Altamont Springs City Commission to demand that they make. Last night, several of us went to the Altamont Springs City Commission to demand that they make the city a sanctuary city for the preborn. We had decided to enter the building without masks as a way to test how far that
we will not have it.
You don't talk. Basically, the long and short of it is, folks basically were like supposed to protest abortion. They ran up in the Capitol building. They told them to put some mask on. They ain't want to put no mask on. So they got the police called on them and they got thrown out. NXT. So Drake Wertz, he used to be Drake Younger on the Indies, right?
Right.
He's the spiky hair, swole referee down in NXT, right?
Okay, yeah, that dude.
Yeah, that dude. So he took PTO
to commit treason. He gets an award for that too.
Oh yeah.
There's some award that. And then an award that we hand out awards. Yeah, it's called the You Fucked Up, You Know Your Ass Was Dude Award.
I don't even think he should get the John Jones for that one.
Yeah. You know what? He gets the old. We gotta dust off one of the old ones. He getting one of the old. The You Fucked Up, You Know Your Ass Is Dude Award for doing some dumb shit like that.
You get the Reverend X Award.
It's really quite simple. When you're around professional wrestling, you do some dumb shit. We are the motherfuckers that tell you about yourself. So apparently this motherfucker decided to take PTO to commit treason. So he's getting the fucking award.
So on that note, basically, and I don't know, these seem very, very related. Okay. But another entity that gets the award or the John Jones Award for this time is all of NXT.
Wait, Triple H, Beth Phoenix, all them motherfuckers?
All of them.
What the fuck did NXT do?
They had another Rona outbreak.
Yeah. You motherfuckers.
This is like the 5th Rona outbreak that they've had at NXT.
How many?
5.
Right. Ain't gonna be no y'all got took over. NXT got took over. That's that day. Yeah, y'all want to call it NXT? No, it's called the Corona takeover. We taking over this motherfucker. Niggas ain't doing shit.
Rona doing it all, nigga.
He doing it all. Welcome to the COVID takeover. Come on, NXT. Y'all done got to them. First of all, y'all had a goddamn Full Sail University, man, in this small ass stage. And y'all think it's safe? I thought they had the little plexiglass shit up.
They do. Shit up? Yeah, they do. Well, but then when they go backstage, they all sit and breathe on each other.
Somebody
Apparently,
went outside the bubble and fucked up. Somebody fucked up.
Oh, they stay outside the bubble. Them cats. Shit. One of the referees running up in the Capitol building with no mask on.
Come on, NXT, man. Come on, man, y'all fuck it up. It's too close to Mania for you motherfuckers. Now, wait a minute, don't say okay. They got 2 weeks, but it's an outbreak, so motherfuckers gonna be getting it at different times.
Yep.
That shit might hit somebody important.
Yep.
Might get somebody important, and they might have to pivot because somebody fucked up. And why you sitting here getting mad because Lester, what's the motherfucking name? What's the UK champion? You're gonna be when you pissed off that Lester. What's his name?
Oh, Walter.
Walter is the NXT champion. Is because your dumb ass wanted to go outside the fucking bubble. You stupid motherfucker. Wear your mask.
So, I feel like we got. So this is actually kind of related too. This, so we got the On God and Them Award.
Yes.
So this is for the people who, go out here and say something, but can't really back it up. And I'm gonna say, it's not that this person can't back it up, but
just at this time,
it probably just ain't gonna happen. But I just gotta share this. Hold on, I just gotta,
Oh no.
Yeah, so Triple H wants a match.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. See, I knew it was. See, I always knew. Oh, Bray Ray always knew when this motherfucker was coming out with this fucking bottle of water that you didn't know the label of. He's spitting this shit. I always knew there was some shit in there. And he been drinking too much of that shit. Like Elon Musk. That shit ain't gonna happen.
He said he gonna fight Elon Musk on WrestleMania Mars.
Okay, all right, Triple H. Okay, yeah, there's some plenty of shit in that goddamn box. That shit ain't gonna happen. Get the fuck out my face with that shit. There's audio clips. Here we go. Oh, there's audio code, God. Oh,
because
God.
I do feel like there's some type of disrespect going on here because I don't know if he has a superiority complex because he's a rocket scientist, self-taught rocket scientist, right? Big deal. He's a guy that basically sort of revolutionized the electric car all because he wanted to fly rockets to Mars. Big deal. Taught himself how to build cars, taught himself how to revolutionize the automotive industry, taught himself how to revolutionize space travel, comes up with reusable rockets, the whole thing. Then goofs around on the internet, flips some things around, becomes the biggest billionaire, trillionaire, whatever he is in the world, the richest guy in the world, which, by the way, he couldn't maintain for long. I just wanted to say. I'm sure he will flip that around. But what I'm saying is, big deal. At this point, let me address, you have to ask yourself all those incredible accomplishments, and believe me, they are cool. Who have you beaten? Who have you ever beat? Answer is nobody. So if you want to disrespect our business, that's one thing. I will, anytime, any place, anywhere. Elon Musk, if you've got the guts, if you have what it takes to do this, then you and I will talk, Elon, about what I really want to talk to you about, which is taking one of your rockets, launching it from Florida, going up into space, heading to Mars with a team from the Performance Center, where we then put on the largest spectacle the universe has ever seen, WrestleMania Mars. John, you have to ask yourself all those incredible accomplishments.
That might be one of the best AAA promos I think I've ever heard.
That is actually low key, crazy as hell. And of course, he was joking. I hope, but come on, man. WrestleMania Mars.
Oh damn, Triple H.
Yeah, but Triple H, hey man, you got to get the. I know you was joking, but you got to get the On God Number Award for that. Because come on,
that
bro.
was egregious as fuck. Yeah, get them both. Give them both of them. Unless we got somebody on the docket.
No. He get the Nate Robinson too. He go ahead. He get the Nate Robinson there. All right, man. Before we head out of here, it's time for that I'm Black Y'all segment, where we highlight a pro wrestler that is currently doing their thing in the realm of professional wrestling. So we talked about her earlier. Also, one of the things that I was kind of critical about with AEW earlier, I forgot to mention this, was the fact that this lady was advertised on the poster. She had a huge match on AEW Dynamite the week before the pay-per-view. The match with Shaq peaked at 1 million viewers,
Crazy.
right?
Crazy.
1 million viewers, but she was not on the pay-per-view.
Wow.
The hell is y'all problem?
Yeah.
The hell is y'all problem?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, why would you not do that?
So
you strike if you got her rolling, keep using it.
Yes,
right. I
right.
would have brought her in there for no reason.
Exactly. So, of course, we talking about Jade Cargill. So
Woo!
that was my biggest thing. Also, the women's division of AEW. Hey man, now time out. Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker are main eventing Dynamite tonight in a lights out, basically like, you know, unsanctioned match,
right.
Hardcore, whatever. So
Thunder Rosa can go, man. I watched her on NWA Power. Yeah, she was a champion. She was a fucking champion.
Exactly. And Britt Baker is a dope heel too. So that match is gonna be dope.
They got some talent there.
They definitely got some talent. They just got to use it. You know, well, and I was mad earlier about Big Swole not being featured prominently, but she just recently came out and said that she has been battling Crohn's disease. Ooh. So she's all good now and just got back in the ring on Monday. So hey, shout out to Big Swole. You know, glad you made it through, because I had another RVS rant for the women's division of AEW, but but they cleaned it up. So we good. We good. So Jade Cargill is an American professional wrestler and fitness model signed to All Elite Wrestling. She was born in Vero Beach, Florida. She attended the Sebastian River High School and Vero Beach High School, helping her teams to 2 basketball district championships. She is a Jacksonville University graduate with a social science degree, where she played basketball and was named to the Atlantic Sun preseason first team in her senior year. She also has a certified master's in child psychology. So shout out to her for that. So her professional wrestling career, she actually had a tryout in WWE in April 2019. Subsequently, after that, she began training at AR Fox's WWA4 Academy. Shout out to AR Fox. He's a, brother on the indie scene that's out here, cranking out some really good wrestlers in general, black wrestlers specifically. So shout out to him. Right. So Jade Cargill took advice from wrestling legend Mark Henry, who she describes as her mentor, and she went to train with Heath Slater and Richard Borger's face-to-face wrestling school. Then she trained at QT's Marshall's Nightmare Factory, which basically got her on at AEW. She made her AEW debut on November 11, 2020, interrupting Cody Rhodes and teasing the arrival of Shaquille O'Neal, which we've covered on this show. And it's probably one of our highest rated clips because Brandy Rhodes subsequently got in her ass on that one. Yep. Let's see. November 18th, she returned to Dynamite and attacked Cody's wife, Brandy, backstage, wrapping her arm in a chair and stomping on it, established herself as a heel. In November 2020, she appeared on the episode of AEW's Unrestricted podcast series, where she thanked Dustin Rhodes and Nightmare Factory trainer QT Marshall for making her AEW debut possible. She also revealed that she is now undergoing more training with Dustin as well. Cargill and Shaquille O'Neal teamed up to defeat Cody and Red Velvet on the March 3rd, 2021 episode of Dynamite, marking the first match of Cargill's wrestling career. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that was her actual first match. So
wow, her first match was on fucking TV.
That was her first match. Her first match was on TV.
Wow,
with Shaq against Cody Rhodes with 1 million people watching.
Wow,
bruh.
Wow, that shows a lot of confidence that you. Okay, so now it makes sense why she wasn't on a pay-per-view. But I didn't know that wasn't her. That's her first match.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was. I thought she had some other matches on. Maybe that was her first televised match. I think she's had like matches on Dark, and maybe they're not counting it because it's on YouTube or whatever. Yeah. But
wow,
that was her first high-profile match for sure.
Wow.
So hey, and like I said, my wife was a fan of her. First time she saw her, she was like, her weave is tight and she's muscular. Yo, keep her on TV, and y'all don't get that crossover appeal that y'all need.
Keep doing that. Keep her on TV. And Jade Cargill, hey, let a motherfucker know if your fire detector need to get changed out. Boy, I'll help you out. Gotta get up out of here, dog.
Yeah, we gotta get up out of here, man. So I am RVS. You can find me at French ISO 6. It's FRANCHICE 06 on all social media. Rated R. Tell them where they can find you at.
Oh, Oh boy, y'all know y'all can find me at. If you ain't know by now, you can find me on all them social media platforms at R8TED_R.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all follow us at WCFY Cast on Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up on the Facebook group. We Coming For You Wrestling Cast Fans. Hit us up on email. We Coming For You. We Coming For YouCast at gmail.com. There's so many words in that shit. We Coming For YouCast at gmail.com. And last but not least, hit us up. All the previous episodes. Go back and listen to that episode 4 that I was telling you about, where with me and Rated R recorded in the studio and then had to do another one.
That was the first ever you fucked up, your ass a Doom Award.
Yo, it was. I'm pretty sure it was. So yes. Go back and listen to that at prowrestlingblack.org.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. So we got to get out of here. Till next time.
You know how we get up out of here, though, right?
Uh-oh.
If we ever see this, DNT, y'all better have y'all shit together. For RVS, Rated R, this has been the We Coming For You cast.
Hey, we out.
We out.
Peace. New Jack to AEW. Make it happen. Make it happen.
You want it? You got it. You want me to get crazy? I'll get crazy. Sitting there apologizing. For what? You gotta have to fight 3 guys? 3 guys trying to kill me? I'm a gang member, baby. Remember that.